Good evening. How are you today? It's a great day, and at the end of the great day, you're at home probably sipping a cup of coffee, or you have just had your dinner. And here I am coming and seeing you on Facebook and on LinkedIn. And welcome you, all of you, to Sri Lanka's first and the longest running LinkedIn live talk show. I've been running this for 81 weeks, and today it is week number 82. And we have been talking about many topics, many relevant topics. And then, of course, I have had some hiccups in between because we have had some long power cuts. So I had to take a break about 2 to 2.5 months. And then even though we have power cuts, it's manageable. So I'm back on the scene. And then each week I bring an expert. Of course, if many of my expected guests do have power cuts, then I come solo and then talk about an important topic. And then we are coming to an end when it comes to 2022. And then 2023 is around the corner. And then organizations are preparing their new plans, new marketing methodologies, and then individuals are preparing their business plans, and then they are planning to start new ventures, maybe career goals, a lot of new plans. And as Sri Lanka also is very slowly recovering from a bad economic, financial, and political crisis, we all are hopeful and we want to be doing our best in the new year. So we all know, along with the problems that the world has faced, we are moving into new technologies. We are testing new things. And then especially for marketers, as well as individuals and business owners who are trying to push their limits when it comes to marketing, when it comes to business, video is doing a great job. Right? We don't generally spend money, a lot of money these days with the new technology, especially with social media. What I'm trying to say is, if you don't have big budgets to go to television, newspapers, social media and digital platforms are here to help you. But then, are you doing your level best, or do you know that you are effectively using them? So I thought I would bring an expert on the subject to talk about it, because I'm not an expert when it comes to video. Of course, I go live, I make short video clips, but it's only for me. I don't do it for others. So what's your video strategy to attract ideal customers in 2023? That's our topic. What's your video strategy to attract ideal customers in 2023? So since I'm not in a position to talk to you on the subject, let's invite our guest today, who is an expert on video. Good evening, Chatushka.
Good evening, Amitha. How are you? Thanks for having me in this show.
Yeah, great. I love the background. I love the setup over there. See, you are
Thank
putting
you.
me into a bit of a trouble. I'm here with a green screen and a background, and you are with a real natural background. Of course, that's why you are a video strategist.
Of course, it
So
has to be.
it has to be. It has to be. You have to deliver. You have to basically execute what you advocate. So many things to discuss, a lot of things, but I would like to start the discussion with I always ask the background, right? Tell me a little bit about yourself, especially about your interest in video. Before starting a career in video, were you always interested in video? Were you a
Yeah.
video child?
All right. So thank you. So I think that's one of the first really nice, interesting question that you should ask me. So, but for this, actually, I have to get my brothers to this specific story, right? So, so back in 2002, I guess we were very small, like very child. Of course, you said it right. So my dad used to have a video camera, these very big cassette cameras, right? So we were very small. So when my brother got hands for the first time, we were so thrilled, right? So and maybe like after like few months gone, one day, actually, he told me to stay in front of the camera and
Okay.
asked me to raise my hand to the camera. And then he pressed the recording and then he stopped it. And then he asked me to move out. And then he started recording without me. So now, those days we used to have this small cassette, right? So when it records, it's everything at a stretch, not clip by clip. So
Yes.
when we see the playback, it showed like I'm there in the backyard and raised my hand. I suddenly got disappeared. So we were like, oh my goodness, something's different. So we showed it to our parents, my and dad, like, what the heck you did that? So we just thought of nowhere. So from that day, started recording, capturing moments and memories that really means to our life. So also
Okay.
when we are capturing moments, when some years pass, I had this Nokia phone with me those days. So when I just put all this ringing tone as a background music while we are recording it, we're just trying to be creative with whatever the things that we had. So that's how we
Yes.
actually have this moment.
Wow. Amazing. So now it has grown. You have completed your higher studies, and then here you are running a business. But then apparently, it is related to video.
Of course.
Like one camera, which was brought in by your dad, has changed
Yeah.
your life. And
Of
so,
course. Of course.
this is again an important lesson for parents, right? Sometimes parents tend to tell the kids, hey, don't touch, don't break the camera, don't use that. But then they may not realize that could make a bring that could actually create a path for their children in the future. So my second
Yeah.
question is, like, how did you start the video production business, and then how did it grow? Where are you today?
Sure, sure. So I had this passion to connect with people, to help them to be better version of themselves. So from the day, like in the childhood as well, me and my brother actually want to be seen as someone. People are want. There are different ways that people are perceiving the life, right? So I want something because when I was schooling, like back in those days, I'm the one who's always hiding behind the curtain. So I don't want to speak in front of the camera or not in anyone. So, but time goes by, I wanted to connect with someone. So then I started doing magic where I get connected with people. So understanding about business, understanding about how things work, that's really resonate and passionate with me for me as well. So and we had this vibe to do things together with me and my brother because we used to do things, everything like not in the things that I can't tell you as well. So and then we actually started this production agency because let's do this. And then we could have done feature films, we could have done music videos, but we found out that video is one of the most powerful communication tool a business can have. So when you
Yeah.
talk about business, so let's say if we talk about a business, we have something called nervous system. So in that nervous system we have time, money and relationships. So to run a business you need to have time, and you need to build time, you need to save time and all these things. So again we are running a business to get this bottom line. So that is money is the one most important thing. And then we need to keep on building relationships. So when you look at things very in a way, we found out that video can impact all these three pillars. Video can save time and make more money and make build and nurture relationships. So, and also I'm a part of a video strategist club in Austin, in America, United States, where we have more than 350 to 400 video strategists from all around the world. So then we started learning about how to use video strategically to business to solve business problems. So where we share the industry experience related to video, sharing their wins, how to leverage videos in their sales process as well. So then we actually found out how we can actually create.
Okay. Sometimes we do have these technical glitches. Could be the Wi-Fi. So until he fix it, let's have a chat. Um, if you have any questions that you want to ask Chatushka about video strategies, and then any marketing related questions related to video again, you may ask him. He runs a video strategy firm where he helped businesses when it comes to video. So we didn't actually ask that question yet. So as I was telling you at the beginning, I've been running this live show for 81 weeks. Today is the episode number 82. Okay, I think he's back. These are
Little tough.
problems this is technology, and
That's
then this is
okay.
our show, and we have margin for error, no problem.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so you were talking about
Yeah, so that's how the show tech was found, because we wanted to help business owners to solve business problem by using video as a tool. It could be the time, more money, or more build relationships. So that's why we have actually found this thing, and together we are having more than 5 years right now. So keep on going and changing the business with video.
so additional question.
Yes.
You are a magician. You want to say a little bit about I mean, I think you perform commercially, do you?
I did quite few, but I do it as a hobby, and keeping like below behind the life. But my friends know it.
It's among friends.
Of course, it's our friends. But I used to do that. That again, what we have done before the social media hit on. In 2009, 10, 12, I used to do some TV shows and events, and go to some public maybe like car shows and all, and do some magic, and just videos it and upload it to social media. That's what I've done.
Okay, again it's video. Yeah, eventually.
Of course, again it's video.
Okay, so want to ask you about last few years. What happened in the last few years in the digital world? What was trending? What was happening around us? You want to give us a brief summary of it?
Okay, so when it's come to Sri Lanka, so back in 2018, when we started doing videos for business, everybody knows about video as a commercial, just like a marketing piece to get the awareness. So when I'm speaking of videos for business, so we actually had to educate about our customers the importance of using video, why video matters, why you should do video, not just to create brand awareness, but also to generate where you get them to sign up or a book or a meeting with you. But coming down 4 years time, now we are having in a place where you don't have to say video is the way, because more than 81% of probably 90% of the whole internet traffic is video. So it's the golden age of marketing right now. The cost of getting your message out there is next to nothing. There's never been a time so easier to get your message out there, and that's the best thing. But because it's never been time so easier, everyone is putting their message out there, and there's so much of noise in this marketplace. Now you need to get your message right in order for you to get this thing. So we have seen the past few years with the short form video content, that this mobile focused social media is really vital right now, with the Gen Z coming in, and then muted video, because 41 or 50% people are watching, it's muted. So having those captions stated into your videos when you're doing social media videos, it's really essential for your business. So, and also if you say that video is not for me, so right now what's happening is not something that you should be saying. If you really want to build an effective content across multiple platforms, here's why. So all of these social media platforms love video. So they love it because their users love it. And video equals more time on the platform, and that equals to more at being seen on the platform, and that equals to more revenue for them. Which means, so if a platform loves something and get preferential treatment, right? So what does that tell you? You need to make videos.
Okay, so that's interesting. You summarized everything. Probably during that time, maybe before COVID, video was it was so far away, it's there, but you don't want to touch it.
Either
it is expensive, either that know-how is limited. It's not for ordinary. Okay, maybe I'll do a raw video on something, but then people didn't know much about video, I guess.
Kind of a nice to have thing for your business.
Exactly. Okay, we have a friend joining. I think she's joining from Australia
Okay.
probably.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And then we have Pradeep. I don't know, Chatushka, whether you are going to answer him right now or later. Hi, Chatushka. Explain to me how you build the script writing before starting video promotion and which way to handle it.
Of
You
course.
want to take it now or later?
Let's take it right now because you already asked the question. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So Pradeep, thanks for that question. Actually, so while we're going, if you stay till the end, you will know everything. So, but for the benefit of that, so I'll explain, how to build the script writing. So before you start off creating a video, you need to know why are you creating that video first. So first, the goal that, okay, am I converting a customer or am I getting the awareness for that customer? Because in social media, you can't just put them an ad and then ask for that person to buy from you, because it's like you going on a first date and ask that person to marry you on the first date. So we have this really nice line saying that, we need to take the prospect from Tinder to Netflix and chill. You know what I'm talking about? So how are you going to tackle that is, script writing. You need to start off with, again, if it is a short form video, you need to start off with a hook. So you need to give them that reason why you should watch that video in the first place. The scroll topping, because right now the thumbnail isn't that important when it's come to social short form video. So the
Yeah.
first 5 seconds really set the tone for your video. And then you go to the problem. Straight away you go to the problem. You're not going to introduce yourself, not going to do all these jazz. Go to the problem and tell the first statement, and then bring the solution where you frame the product as the solution. You can either agitate the problem a little bit and then get the solution done, and then you go, okay, now the customer, the people are watching that video, nice, he knows that, okay, I got your attention. Okay, now he's talking about me, and now okay, there is a solution. But for that, you really still need some kind of a credibility. Now you bring those social proof. So that's the structure how should comes up. And if you're doing a direct response marketing for that particular video, you need to have a call to action in place. So that's how the video kind of looks like. You have the hook, and then the problem comes in. You frame your product as the solution, and then go for this key benefits with the social proof, and go for the call to action. So this is ideal for a retail product, very low ticket offer, because you can't actually sell high ticket offer just right off the bat. So I think, I hope I answered that question, Pradeep.
Pradeep, yeah, Pradeep is a friend of ours, meaning like he constantly visit us on Thursday evening, and then if there's a question, he would always ask us. So thank you, Pradeep, for joining and then clearing your doubts, because I bring an expert here, and then it's your job to ask the person a lot of questions and clear your doubts. So Chatushka, now you
Yeah.
were talking about the development up to COVID and up to the recent past, but then my next question is, what is happening around us right now? Because it's good to know what's happening now, because 2023 also is around the corner.
So I think, Amita, it's right now, it's all about getting your message across. So I have seen a statistic saying that when it's come to B2B business, you don't want to speak, like 95% of the customers or the potential prospects doesn't want to call for a salesperson unless they are ready to buy. So there is a very big percentage that doesn't want them to buy. So now you need to create some kind of a consistent content, yes, for you to get the attention. And also you have to think in a way that how you can actually guide them through that interest, to take them to a journey where they're going to book a call with you. So that is, has right now, it has vastly experience. When I speak to a lot of clients, that's what they say, that they're getting enough leads, but they can't convert them to as a meaningful customer. So right now, because this is just like I said, you, every platforms loves video, and then you need to create videos as well. I might looks like bias, but if you just go to your website, you go to your social media and try to scroll through your feed without seeing a single second of video, there you go. It's already been done.
True enough. So what you say is, it has come to a point No business and no professionals can ignore video.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's a good advice, good observation. So if you are in business or even if you are a professional, it doesn't matter whether you could be a lawyer, you could be an architect, you could be a doctor. And if you are not on video, you are losing a lot, right? I mean, I use videos a lot, at least live videos, because I don't have the expertise of what you could do. I'll get onto a platform like right now. I'll have my ring light, I have a green screen and a background. I'm ready. And then what I do is I cut and chop and then, make slide. I mean, reading a script or scripted video is so hard coming from Generation X.
Of course, of course.
We are camera shy people. So interesting, very, very interesting. Thank you very much for sharing your knowledge. So my next question is long form video dead? We see the TikToks, we see the Instagram reels, we see so many things. So is long form video dead?
Okay, so before I go to the videos for business, I will say I actually watched a 2.5 hour movie last week. That was 2.5 hour movie.
Okay.
That is Black Adams. And then a lot of guys finished this season of Manifest in one stretch, 1899 in one stretch, Money Heist in one stretch. So what's that overarching line? It's interest. You have certain that video is going to give you something. So if you take videos for business, the videos that make businesses money. So we actually have two types of contents. First one is micro and macro. So when you say micro, it's short form videos. So short form videos is bit-sized consumable videos that offers value in just 30 seconds or under 60 seconds. So they are not meant to be make a sale, but to build more brand awareness, to grow your social followings. When macro videos, the whole purpose is to get them to a point. The purpose is to conversion. So when you have the attention, what a business needs for them to get to a point where they're going to sign up a book is they need to be certain about your business. You need to translate that attention into attraction, and also you actually need to clarify the process that you take, and you need to tell them why you're different in the first place and why you should choose and why you start the business in the first place. So that's how you build the trust. You need the trust, the clarity, and all this attraction in place. So then for those, we actually have some brand message videos. It's going to be like 2 to 3 minute video where you actually talk about why your business and what you guys do and why you're the best choice for them to solve their specific problems. And then you go for testimonials. So the testimonials are, again, it's not just saying that, get in front of the camera, read out a script. I found this company, so and so, I'm going to recommend this company. This is so good. It's not going to weigh that. What I'm telling you is you create a video asset based on what type of a life that you already had before they encountered with you, and what are the objections that you face before they start making the decision to buy from them, and what the results that you took, and what the transformation looks like after using their product or service. So that really resonate to straddle those objections. And then definitely, so while doing all these contents, so now we are talking about the macro contents, it's not dead.
Yeah. So I mean, what we mostly see when it comes to testimonials, we see written testimonials. You go to a website, somebody saying, I have used this product, but we hardly see video testimonials. I'm at least in this part of the world. So what you are essentially saying is long form video is not dead, provided that you use it in the correct way. It could bring you a lot of meaningful and vast results. And then for the benefit of the audience, we are on episode number 82. Today we talk about what's your video strategy to attract ideal customers in 2023. And then I have Chatushka here, who is a video strategist who help organizations, individuals, professionals improve their business through video. So we have been talking many points, and then of course I have a few more questions lined up for him. So Chatushka, thank you very much for those important,
Glad to
information.
share. Glad to
Yeah,
share that.
yeah. So my next question is, like, we were talking about many things, but then we know generally we are exposed to FMCG most of the time, right?
Okay.
More than the B2B, because we all are consumers eventually, and we always know, especially in the FMCG industry, video is used to create awareness
Of course.
or to remind them, go and buy, all these famous advertisements you recall very easily. But then now you are a video strategist. My question is, how can video help a business? Is it only creating awareness, or is there anything else that it could do?
All right. So that's a really great question, Amita. So, of course, I would tend to say that B2B businesses can learn a lot of things from B2C businesses, how they're doing marketing as well, how they're actually really putting the effort to get their brand awareness done right. Because Donald Miller used to say that marketing is an exercise of repetition. So, even though you don't need to create so much of messages, but if you can create that same thing in different ways, just like Nike is doing, they always honor great athletes. That's what they're doing for more than many years. And Apple is doing the same thing. They're always
True.
sticking to their values. So when it's come to videos for business, how video can help a business is, so a lot of time you might say that when maybe like few months ago we had this meeting with another client, and then
Mhm.
he actually had this conversation where we having a conversation, he found out that he don't have to time to do everything, running the process, trying to meet new clients, internal process. We have, so this video has this unique quality to save such incredible amount of time. And where we found out was he actually spent a lot of time, like 30 to 40 minutes to close a deal. If you spend 40 minutes, definitely you can close a deal. So, and we said that, what if you replace those 40 minutes with a video, 2 minutes to 3 minutes video, where you clone yourself, and then you have this video for 24/7, and you speak to thousand of 100,000 of people, and you don't have to be there. So when people reach out to you after watching that video, then you don't have to explain your business, what you guys do, and why you're the best choice, because it's already been done. Now you can have the meaningful conversations where how we can help you to really solve the problem. So that's where I want to look at. It's not just creating the brand awareness, just like I said, use those video in the sales process, and then you create the videos where we actually get them to a point where they're gonna buy that. So that's because not videos create are the same for each and every stages of the buying cycle. Because when it's come to brand awareness, it's you're always talking about the what do you call for that, emotions.
Yeah,
It's all about emotions. But when you're
emotions.
coming to the logical state where the people are going to buy it, it means that it means that it's a rational thing. So it's like when you're going to marry someone, you're going to get some testimonials, right? So is he good, is she good, is the best one, you ask from the friends, you people you know. So
True.
just like that, you're going to the logical state, and then again, I think some problem with my camera. It doesn't matter. So that's how it works.
We have few more questions lined up for those who are listening. We have been talking to Chatushka about video strategy and how video could help businesses as well as individuals. So what Chatushka was saying, how we could learn from FMCG industry with regard to videos, because they use a lot of videos. So even if you are in B2B, there's a lot we could do actually to learn from FMCG industry when it comes to video. So these are some of the few ways that we can look at videos. But then, are there instances where video is not working? If at all, if it is not working, why? Has someone done a mistake?
Okay. So, okay, now let's say you're a business and you want to create a video. So you found a connection and you ask few questions, and that person, videographer, asks few questions, and then they come and press a recording and hit the button and they call it a day, and then gave you a video. And you don't know how to use that video at all, and then you might have spent a lot of money, maybe 100,000, 5,000, or million for an influencer video.
Yeah.
And then you might found out few months gone by you don't get anything, but they might have promised you, I will get you the number one trending or whatever the things that you wanted to have.
KPIs.
Now you might start worrying, oh, video is not for me, video is not going to work for me because of this kind of reason. I think that's not the way, so I keep video away. Let me focus on networking. So what I want you to say that is you need to ask the right question before you really want to create a video. So let me take this analogy as an example. So let's say you have a train. Train is video, and the train tracks is the strategy behind it. And the station represent the goals that you want to achieve through those videos.
Yeah.
So let's say you have a train without train tracks. Does it means that if you have a train with gold plated, do you have a use of it? You don't have any use of it. So it doesn't matter you use the best influencer in the world. It doesn't matter you use 8K cameras. It doesn't matter you use what do you call this, red cameras, airy cameras, if you won't get that thing right. So that's why you need to create, like, sales process where we create those videos and then see the gap in it and then tackle that gap with video. So that's why you need to create those videos in a way that attracts and bring those people to a point where get those clarity. If it is it clarity, is it brand awareness. So that's why you need to get your message right. It's not just the strategy, also you need to get the messaging done right, because a lot of the people, maybe logistic, maybe a small scale business, they are all over the places. This is marketing, it's not just video, because you need to get your message right, and who is your ideal customer, who is my persona, and am I speaking to the right person. So what a strategic video does is a good video attract the right audience. A strategic great video will attract the right audience and repels all of the bad apples. So we don't want these to deal with them. So we are clear about who we are dealing with. So I think that is the way that you need to approach when it's come to video.
And then that's why when you don't consider those things, some of the videos may not work.
Of course.
So you are also partially answering my next question. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you the difference that it can make when someone wants to work with a professional like you. Now already you have demonstrated you can't just have a videographer and then have a great video, because you are talking about video is part of your marketing strategy. It is not just a piece of video. I can't just record it like that and then, okay, it's fitting with you. So you got to have someone who understands business.
Of course, you hit that right.
Why don't you say it? Like, why should someone work like a professional like you?
Yeah. So
is it only the equipment?
Gear doesn't mean gears have some kind of a thing, say, but it's not just gear. So because a lot of the people, the customers that comes to our business is not just to create the video. They come here to solve a specific problem. So for that, we create a video. They don't want to create this video. Hey, look, we created this beautiful video. Hey, look. Those days it worked. Right now, it doesn't work in that way. So because, the problem of this industry is they love the art side of it. They're creative people. They want to really stand with those creative stuff. So when the difference between our company, our business, the Showtech, is that we have the business sense of it. So we like the middle person. We know the creative side, we know how the business work, and we can actually change those things in a way that really get the help from him. So how are we going to do that is we really take some time to understand about the business from your side, not just how why you started the business in the first place, not just how what are the difference, what the unique drivers, but also we want to really know about how the sales process looks like. How are you going to what a person who doesn't know about you get to know about you? What are the channels that you do, and what are the forms that you do? Is it me? Is it email? Is it video? Is it just a social media post? And then how are you going to take them to a journey, a consideration, to a point where they hop on a call with you, or maybe a book a call appointment, or maybe purchase that thing. So then we will see what really have those frictions, what really delay, where these customers are losing all these attention and people, and then we will diagnose it. It's just you can't just see whether okay this is what you should do. We have to diagnose that problem and then prescribe, okay, this is the video that really need to make for you to reduce that friction in place. So that's how we approach a video when it's come to doing this. Because if I'm making a video, our clients comes to us is either to save time, make more money, or build relationships. So
Okay.
their clients, so my clients' clients, my clients'
Yeah.
client,
Yeah.
to do business with my client, they need that attraction, the trust, and the clarity. So if I'm creating a video without any purpose, if I don't hit any of these things, then it's definitely going to be a waste of money. So we're not going to help happen that as well. That's what we are doing.
Yeah. Great. So my next question is like, other than for social media, now whenever you say video, we are either think about an advertisement on television,
Yeah.
or it's an advertisement that's run while I'm watching a YouTube video, or it could be social media, the rest of the social medias.
Yeah.
Is there any other way that businesses use video?
Of course, there is. So
Okay.
let's say if you take you're a business coach or a consultant, let's
Mm.
say now you can run a business with video, which means that you record your this thing, you record your session,
Message and the content.
content and everything, and then you record it up and you earn money while you're sleeping. So that is the content is run with video. You can't, and also you have to use marketing as well.
Of
So
course.
best one is we actually did some video marketing strategy for a blind company. Blinds, they used to sell blinds. So we actually went in for the sales meeting, and then we found out we actually thought of they actually need some marketing videos. This is why you should not really assume they need. You really understand what the deepest thing that they're really struggling with. And we actually found out that when a new people come on board for their business, like a hiring, so those technicians really need to be trained how to install these blinds, how to install these, how to take the measurements. And these people are actually training the same thing again and again when they leave, and they somebody else come and they train in, and they are
It's a
actually,
costly affair.
of course, it's a costly affair. And then we just suggested, what if we create a video where we always, we actually create a video that really tells them this is how you should do, this is how you should do. And the best thing is you can actually do that in a better way than just lively explaining. You can have the music, you can use those, like this, so something like that. So that's how a video can help in terms of training videos. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another method. So in between, we have a question from our friend Max. She's asking this question all the way from Australia. Thank you very much for joining. I really don't know the time over there. How do you differentiate a video from an ad that is played in between a YouTube video? As many are so quick to skip an ad and get on with their primary video, isn't it? Sorry if you discussed this already. I just joined late. Now, I believe for Chatushka, makes both our videos.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
So the thing, of course, I think with that. So thanks for that questions, by the way. So
Yeah.
let's say you're going to YouTube to watch a video, specific persons watch a video. That person you really have the interest. So I remember, for this last few months, I always skip that ad. I always do. But one day I actually found out some really nice shots coming in the first place. I hooked in. There's a really nice puppy going here and like in a Mexican lobby, and go to the airport and takes to a jet. And I just hooked in. And then I watched the whole video, and it tends to be a jet kind of airway. And that happens to be so good, that 2 minutes video, I all watched it. So
Yeah,
if it really resonate with you and if it get hooked, then you will watch it. That's
true.
it. So it doesn't matter where you're going to post that video. That's always come down to the ideal customer.
Yeah. So in Australia it's 11 p.m. and she's
Wow.
still up and watching our discussion. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
We really appreciate. Okay, so my next question: 2023 is around the corner. What is your advice for business owners and marketing professionals on video marketing strategy? A
Okay.
lot of things are changing, and I don't know what else might happen between next 2, 3, or 4 weeks time. But what would be, you as a video marketing professional, what would you advise? What are your inputs?
So I think I should explain. Okay, let me put it this way: short form video content. So the people who doesn't have the awareness that you really want, then you do have to be making those short form video. The key is you need to stay consistent with it. You just can't just put one video right now and just the next video, and then you just forget it
And
and
then you
you
give up, it's not working.
up and you do business and you do the core video, and then you come back and okay, let's make a video when you don't have the leads. It doesn't work in that way. So right now I'm pretty sure that you guys are struggling how to come up with some ideas, what contents that you might work in this social media platform when it's come to short form, the
Yeah.
videos that makes money for the business. So with the experience that we have, just like I said, the experience with all these 400 up to 400 video strategists from all around the country, what we have shared was, again, my camera.
No problem. So I'm here until he fixes camera and Wi-Fi. We have been talking to Chatushka. He's a video strategist. And then I was in the last few questions about what someone should do, because 2023 is, this is the most important part for you, because you are going to look at your video strategy. How are you going to incorporate video into your marketing strategy to look at 2023 growth plan? So Chatushka, you were saying that short form video will make a big difference,
Of
and
course.
businesses should focus on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like how to get those things, after having those experience with many years with all these video strategies from all around the country, all around the world, of course. So we found out that there are three pillars of contents that really works when it's come to videos for business. So the
Okay.
first one is definitely it's educational content. So people, a lot of the people actually justify the time being spent on social media. I'm here to learn stuff, the stuff that you see, three things that you should know before you hire a videographer, and five alarming things that you should know, that you should before you get a financial planner or something, three things, how to do this, how to videos, and all these things, those are the
I would
education.
say 90% or 95 or 98% of the video that I consume are
Exactly.
to learn. Oh
Yes.
my God. Yes. Yes.
Hit the nail on the head,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
So that's the number one thing. And the second one is inspiration and motivation. So in every industry you will have something that you have been inspired to, because I kind of remember the quote that one of the mentors said, uh, you just need to you just don't want to educate every step of the way, but if you can empower that, you can actually go to that end, then you will
Yeah.
find the next step. So just like you see those gym videos, people exercising, you have that motivation, those things actually really works. And
Yeah.
the next one is going to be entertainment. That's where our Sri Lankans love the most, with the influencers and all these things. But if you're a corporate business, if you're a corporate business and you might not want to go with the entertainment, but you can mix those things in a different way. But
Yeah.
but
Or
big giants like,
have the appropriate ratio.
of course, But big giants like Chennai, the status quo, like Kapruka, they are doing it the way that they are doing. I have seen inspiring contents. I've seen
Amazing.
entertainment. That's how it happens.
Yeah, yeah. So brilliant. Thank you very much for those. These are coming from you. It is tested and proven. So I don't have to go
Of
and
course,
experiment.
of course.
So, what kind of technology development can we expect when it comes to video in 2023? We see that devices are being upgraded to, as you said, 8Ks to various things. Sometimes we get confused. Uh, these technological upgrades. What is your forecast, at least for us to pay attention? Okay, Amita, you pay attention to this. This is going to, make a big difference. Those kind of things.
So I think when it's come to doing videos, the technology wise, again, it's going to the quality going to be increased like this. So the gone are the days. If you are a person who want to start off with video, definitely you can use video camera. You can use your phone. But right now, the editing part of when it's come to doing video has changed the game right now, because with the short form video, you just can't do it with yourself. You really need to hire a maybe like an editor or someone to get that knowledge. But again, if you really spend time on YouTube to learn from a video content how to edit the video from the mobile, you have app like CapCut. CapCut is one of the best tool out there. You can edit video, you can caption video, you can auto caption videos, you can put anything, effects and everything from that particular thing. So video is not going to go anywhere right now. The platform might change, but the communication with this visual is not going anywhere right now for many years to come.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really appreciate your humbleness. Like a video strategist coming and recommending, hey guys, just don't do it on your phone, but learn some maybe editing and all that. Honestly, I'm very poor at it. So I'm using a professional editor, paid. He does my video because one thing, I don't have time to learn a new art. Number two, I'm colorblind. So certain color variation. Sometimes my wife asks, "Hey, what are you wearing? That tie doesn't go with that shirt."
Oh my goodness.
Don't think that I see only black and white. I see all the colors, but then sometimes the shades are different. Something
Right.
like brown, I might see it as black.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's color blindness. So anyway, I can't do it. I might, do it in a very pathetic way, I would say. So I'm using a professional. So wherever possible, use a professional. And because it's a juggle between time and your other work. So if I have all the work in the world, or all the time rather, if I have all the time in the world, yeah, I can do everything myself, record myself, edit myself, publish myself. But then there's a limit to what you can do. And then sometimes you have to prioritize. Is editing a video my priority? Can I do, if I'm to go and meet the client, and if that is going to bring me money, and if that is more important, sometimes it is worth that I go and spend time with my client and give video to Chatushka or someone else, or probably to your company, that is Shortech Media Private Limited. I give it to you, and then that's it. So that's one thing. So before I ask you the last question, if somebody wants to contact you,
Yeah.
you want to give your contact number or an email address?
Yes, chatushka@showtechmedia.com.
It's Chatushka at showtechmedia.com. So Showtech Media, you see here, it's showtechmedia.com. So my last question to you now, everybody is talking about either large organizations or medium-sized organizations, right? What about these small businesses? Even as at today, after the economic crisis, a lot of people have been pushed to start small business. Right. So, uh, what's your take on it? What's your advice if I'm a small business, when it comes to video?
Okay. So I think the secret of marketing for a small business is we have to make their ideal customers easy to find your customer, to find you more than your competition. So the secret of marketing is to make it easy for your customers to find you
Find you.
than your competitors. So
Yes.
because people buy from people and who know, like, and trust you.
True.
So I can't get to trust you if I don't like you, and then also I can't like you if I don't know you. So
True.
that's why if we make them difficult for them to find you, they will go to somebody else.
Yes.
So that's where you need to create those short form videos first, and then if you want to start first, do it yourself. That is the best way to do it. Learn. If you don't have the marketing budget, then first you do it, and then we can actually focus on how we can once the time goes on, we can actually focus on creating that videos by a person, outsource that and get an editor.
So, Chatushka was talking about even for a small business, the importance of doing videos, and then Max has a comment. When I think about just social media, I think we evolve from status updates to photos, then to videos, and then podcast, live videos. Not sure if next step is something to do with VR. Uh, Max, my take on that is uh, AR will come, VR will come, but video is here to stay. That's for
Of
sure.
course, of course, because to do VR and AR, you need video, right? So, and also
Exactly.
you can actually create that long form videos in VR because you forget about everything and you can got a hook for that particular amount of time. But the downsides of that is you're going to get isolated. Right now, we want the whole world to get together, but you're going to kind of isolate it with that thing. But I'm not that very keen about that technology itself, this AR kind of things. So keep on learning with that as well right now.
Yeah. So this is for the benefits of everybody who is here and then who ask questions, comments. Uh, I have been talking to Chatushka Disanayaka. He's a video strategist and the founder of Shortech Media Private Limited, who is actually working behind the scene. We don't see them working. Actually, we only see only see the end result. Maybe you are already watching an advertisement or a piece of content on social media, which is produced by Shortech Media Private Limited, and they work with the advertising agencies. They are working with influencers. They are working in the industry, but we never get to see their faces because they are behind the curtain. So one of the reasons why I brought him is his expertise and experience working with large brands, smaller brands, individuals, and professionals. And I thought maybe it's like, okay, I want to do something about video, but I don't know what to do. Or maybe I could, maybe I know I want to do something, but then with whom can I partner? Can I talk to an expert? So what you need to do is send an email to chatushka at showtechmedia.com,
Of course.
.com or .lk?
Dot
.com.
com.
.com. Okay. So send him an email. Of course, you can catch him on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I'm sure he's all over. Right?
Yeah.
Being a video strategist, you should be able to catch him all over.
Of
So,
course.
Chatushka, it's very nice being, talking to you. I remember, some years back going to your opening ceremony. I mean, I,
Yes,
I
yes, we
could
can.
make it on time, but then I somehow went to the location, looked at your studio and stuff like that, and then you have come a long way. And you will continue to do your young and curious and then creative. You'll do a lot of wonders and help a lot of people. And so all what I could do is bring you to my audience and showcase your work to others. So thank you very much.
And thank you very much, Amita, for inviting me. And also used to be one of my lecturers at Slim as well many years ago. So That was a true. So again, that was really great time having in the show. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. So we also have Michelle, who says very true and makes all the way from Australia. Thank you very much. And see you next week. Until then, uh, good night to everybody.